HANSA-PARK is a theme park located in Siersdorf, Germany, and with it being home to over 125 attractions, there is no wonder it is loved by so many. However, today we're going to count down the top 10 rides at HANSA-PARK. Starting off at number 10, we have HANSA-PARK-EXPRESS. And no matter whether you want to put your legs up after a long day of walking and take a nice relaxing ride around the park, or you just want to get from one stop to the other, then this train ride is just for you. The only thing is, however, this is not your normal train, as not only will you be taken around lots of stunning scenery and theming pieces, but you will also get some pretty good views of the park's attractions, which is pretty cool if you ask me. And so I would feel wrong not putting this ride on our top 10 list. It is time for our first roller coaster on the list, as for our number 9 spot we have Royal Scots, and with it being themed towards my home country of Britain, just looking at this ride is amazing, with all of its British architecture, landscapes, as well as models surrounding the attraction. And on ride it only gets 10 times better, with you interacting with all of this, in addition to the world famous Nessie coaster, whilst also completing many fun family drops, twists, turns, and helixes at a top speed of 50 km an hour, making it a perfect ride for both adults and kids alike. For our number 8 spot on our top 10 list, we have Die SCHLANGE von Madrid, and I do not want to keep dragging on and on and on about this ride, but as soon as you board your dragon boat and set off on this Viking adventure, you will instantly know that you are in for a treat. And you will not be wrong, as with it featuring 2 laps full of many drops, twists and turns over water, but also an incredible amount of theming, you will feel immersed in the Viking storyline. And so there is no doubt in my mind that this should be on your bucket list. Are you heading to HANSA-PARK on a hot German day? Well, if you said yes, then you must take a ride on our number 7 spot, Super Splash, the water ride that has quite literally, as you can probably guess, taken the word soaking to the next level. And here is how. Now of course it would not be a log flume without many rapid twists and turns, as well as maybe even a drop, and this ride is no different. Yet what brings it to the next level is the fact that this drop that you will complete stands at a whopping 20 meters in the air, and also features a bump and a gradient of 85 degrees, really finishing off the ride with, as the name suggests, a super splash. You can't have a theme park without a wild mouse ride, and HANSA-PARK is no exception. As for our number 6 position, we have Crazy Mine, the park's, believe it or not, wild mouse ride. And so for starters, with this ride being so common all around the world, if you are visiting the park on a busy day, then we would suggest riding the more unique attractions first. Yet if you do get a chance to ride, you will definitely not be disappointed, with your minecart racing around some classic wild mouse twists, turns, drops, airtime hills, and those much beloved sharp brake runs. How cool is that? Top 5, and coming in for this position, we have KÄRNAPULTEN, the ride for you if you think you have what it takes to pilot your very own stunt plane, as unlike many of your classic flat rides, where you'll just sit down and enjoy the ride on KÄRNAPULTEN. Not only will you fly your aeroplane around in circles, however, by using the levers connected to the wings, you can make yourself flip upside down. And yes guys, you did hear me right there, flip upside down. And so if you want to take a nice relaxing ride, you can do that. Or if you'd rather flip non-stop to your heart's content, you can sure do that too. Who here loves the Loch Ness Monster? Well, of course you do, but do you know that HANSA-Park has got their very own Loch Ness Monster themed ride? As for our number 4 position, we have Nessie, and despite it being the oldest attraction at the park, with its debut back in 1980, it definitely packs a punch, with your rather fishy adventure beginning with a climb to 85 feet, followed by many twists, turns, drops, helixes and even a loop throughout the British landscapes. Therefore, when also taking into account the amazing castle theming, in my eyes a trip to the park is nowhere near complete without a ride with the Nessie. Here we are at the top 3 rides at the park, and if you are scared of heights, then look away now, as for our number 3 position, we have Highlander, and standing at a height of 120 metres. Already I know some of you are like, no way Jose. However, it does not stop there, because as soon as you have made it to this height, not only will you spin around, providing some amazing views across the park and surrounding area, but then you will tilt forwards and plummet back down to planet Earth in a matter of seconds, which is absolutely petrifying if you ask me. Get ready for an adrenaline rush like no other, as for our number 2 spot, we have FLUCHT von Voidork. And wow, if this ride does not make you fall in love with roller coasters, then I honestly do not know what will. With during this 3-minute experience, you will complete everything from 62 miles per hour launches to vertical lift hills to inversions to even 131 feet drops, creating an experience that will cause even the biggest of thrill seekers in the group to put their hands in the air. And so there is not one single doubt in my mind that this world-class attraction should be ridden on every single visit to HANSA-Park. We have made it to the number 1 spot, and in my opinion for the best ride at the park, we have got no other than KÄRNAN. And where do I begin when talking about this ride? As if I was going to talk about every great part, we would literally be here all day. Yet to start from the beginning, as soon as you walk into the park and see this giant 220 feet structure, you will instantly want to take a ride. And you should definitely do just that, as words literally cannot describe how amazing those twists, turns, inversions and drops are. And so with that hidden surprise too, I think it is very easy to see why this is the best ride at the park. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.